it's Louise with you today, and I am sharing a double page scrapbook layout for Kitaholic Kits featuring the June kits. And double pages are not something I do a lot, but I've discovered a new love for them lately, and today I'm going to share with you just something a little bit different in terms of creating some colour in the background. It seems to be my go-to at the moment is that I like lots of paper and lots of layers, but I just like that little pop of colour in the background, especially if it's on white cardstock. So what I've done is firstly printed my photos in a series. So I've got one 4x6 and then I've got the three little 3x4 photos, and I've sort of picked how I'm going to line them up. And what I want to do is have a bit of a look around at the embellishers I have available to me and then decide where I'm going to put things on the page. So I haven't started this layout with anything particular in mind. The only thing I have got that I know is my photos, and I know I want to put colour on these boring old white 12x12 backgrounds. So firstly, I'm going to mount my photos, and when I'm mounting, I like to mount things on angles. I don't like them always necessarily mounted straight, and that's just a personal preference. If you like them straight, you can achieve the same look, but sometimes, you know, I like the sort of more, let's call it a structured, messy look. So it's kind of got a plan, but it's not meant to be straight or even. Now you can also see that I'm working with some of the elements from the collections. We've got thickers titles, we've got sticker sheets from Heidi Swap, we've got these banners, and of course from Kitaholics we always get the exclusive die cuts, which gives you lots of extras that you can put on a page. Now off camera, I've gone ahead and I've adhered most of this in the same way that I've laid it out for you on the page, and then I'm going to also mount some of it up on cardboard in the background. So for me, what we got with the kit was, so the mixed media kit had the Distress Oxide spray, but I'm going to use it to paint with. And then in a previous month's kit we also got a Lindy's shaker, so that's more of a like a navy blue with a bit of shimmer to it, and then I'm using my watercolor palette just to pull out kind of that army green, and just no additive on the background, so there's no gesso. I'm just painting straight onto the white cardstock. And all I'm doing is just mixing these colours with my pot of water, and you can see my pot of water is pretty blue because I've been working with a lot of blue. But this also helps, you know, you can use the colour from your water. If you don't hate the colour, paint with it, use it. That's what essentially a watercolour is, and that's what I'm doing here. So I'm just mixing areas using the Distress Oxide, the Lindy's shaker, and then my watercolour palette as well. Now, partway through my video did stop working, so you do miss a little bit of this, but I then left it to dry, and I'm going to start to add some additional colour, which is going to help give it that little bit of extra depth. So you can see there that down the bottom I'm adding that different colour, and shortly you'll get to see the dried second version, which will actually give you an idea of where that colour's actually settled. Now there was also a couple of little whoopsies here, some splatters. I actually didn't want any splatters with this. I wanted a fairly sort of clean white background with these pops of colour around the photos that I was going to use. So this technique is nice and simple, and I really love how it turned out as far as you know, the pop of colour behind the elements that I've used to create with. So nice easy technique. All you need is a couple of elements, and that's going to help you to create that sort of background like I've got here. Now once I allow that to dry, there really isn't a lot more going on in this page. Off camera I'm going to add the washi tape stripes to the top and bottom. I've put a couple of little embellishments from the kits, nothing too technical, but I also wanted to feature some stamping. It just, like, I've got lots of blue and lots of navy, but I just needed that bit extra. So I'm going to use the stamps that we also got with this month's kit, and it was probably a little bit tricky for me to use these stamps because I'm more of a background stamper, so I'm more of like a textured kind of stamper, but I'm making it work and I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone. So a little bit of stamping, not a lot extra to do on this layout. As you can see, it's busy enough, but I really like how this one turned out. The black splatters are just going to help finish that off a little bit, and then this page is done. So thank you heaps for watching. Please, if you haven't already, make sure you check out the Kitaholic Kits and become a subscriber. And of course, if you haven't already subscribed to the YouTube, please make sure you click that little button. Have a great day.